You guys see me? Please tell me. Oh. Do I got anybody in here? Welcome to the chat. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Are you seeing me? Okay, cool. This is just crazy. Okay, welcome everybody. So great to see you. I'm so happy this finally worked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tinker with what's going on with YouTube on my computer. I don't know what's happening, but ever since all that craziness happened with my channel, I have been really struggling to get lives to go live on my computer. I'm gonna have to just play with it one day, maybe tomorrow. I'll just go on there and see what I can do to like go live, so I can make it work on my computer so you don't see me vertically because we all know how the vertical thing is working, but I'll adjust that a little bit. But that's so crazy. The last few times I've tried to go live on my computer, it just won't work. And that's frustrating. So sorry for you. So sorry. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and dive right in. Everyone, thank you so much for coming to Whip Wednesday Knockout. It's already 2:06. So I'm gonna go ahead and start our first session, shall we? That way those people watching the replay, they have an opportunity to just jump right in and get some good value out of this live. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you're giving this live a try. By the way, soon as this live is over, then I'll go back and I'll adjust the things like the thumbnail and the description section and all that. I honestly just kind of whipped as fast as I possibly could to get this live to just begin. So some of the details are still a bit like what? Like generic, I guess. But yeah, I'll go back and I'll fix all those so that way people watching the replay, they know, what this live is all about. But if you are brand new to my Wednesday Whip Knockouts, please mention in the comments, I'm new, this is my first time, in which case, hello, welcome. Wednesday Whip Knockouts were created, it's a very structured live where it's a 5-minute intro, which we missed, but then our first session is 20 minutes, a 5-minute transition, our second 20-minute session, and then we're gonna stretch together, and then our third 20-minute session, and we're done. The idea is that you grab 3 projects around your home, 3 whips that you just haven't had an opportunity to play with, to work on, to chisel away at. You focus on 1 whip at a time. For our first 20-minute session, which has just begun, we have 18 minutes and 30 seconds left, so we just started. You're just taking 1 project, just 1, and you're gonna hyper focus on that project and make some forward progress with it, chisel away at it just a little bit. And then the idea is if you slowly chisel away at it every week while we're hanging out together, then pretty soon it's just going to be done. Your whip is going to be complete. It can now move on to its next journey, whether it's gifting it, donating it, whatever it might be. But now you have free space in your wherever you hold your yarn, whether you have a yarn room or a basket or a tote or or just a little corner or even a shelf, your closet. Like, I don't know, how do you store your yarn? Let me let me know like where you keep your yarn stash. I'm fascinated now. But now that yarn that was designated for that project is used up, you have real estate in that spot now, and you can go grab that extra yarn, new inspirations, and just kind of like keep the process going. I personally am buried in whips, and that was the initial inspiration for this live, was that I have a lot of anxiety around my whips because I have so many that have just accumulated over years, and they all look at me like, finish me. When are you going to work on me? And I'm like, I don't know. Pretty shiny yarn. I want to start something new. and and I have been listening to this app that I have and really kind of embracing the mantra that small steps repeated regularly over time will lead to completion of something or progress, you reaching your goal. And so I'm like, well, if we just could give 20 minutes of our day a week, 20 minutes a week towards a whip that we haven't touched in years, eventually that whip's going to be done. And, we got a chance to have some fun together in the process, right? Okay, so while I have you, thank goodness I actually have you. I do not have TikTok going today because I am using my phone for this live. So I had to choose one or the other. Obviously, I chose you guys. And I'm going to have to, figure this computer thing out at some point. But I am going to finally get this giveaway going. The giveaway that we started at the end of February, where I have a few things we're going to do. I'm going to give you a special word that you'll need to enter in the comment section, and I'll be announcing all of the details for the giveaway in our third session. So please stick around till then, so that way you know what word to comment to enter in our giveaway that I will be announcing the winner for next week. Ooh, if you are here and you have a question for me, I haven't been able to dive into the chat yet, but I will, I promise. If you have a question that you'd like to ask me, that's crochet, yarn, YouTube related, I am all ears and I am more than willing to share. I just love to lift up, help people in any way I possibly can. Start your question in the chat with a couple question marks. As I'm quickly scanning through all of the comments, I know this question marks really help me out a lot. I also do have super chat, super stickers turned on to this live because I have been having issues with past lives. I didn't want to do a fundraiser until I could get a live actually going. So this particular live, the super chat, super stickers are active and available. So if you have a question that you really need me to answer quickly, like right away, the super chat, super stickers are something that you can use to get my attention right away. And I really, really appreciate them. Otherwise, just please be patient and I will get through the comments and answer the questions as I go. I give every question a very detailed and fair answer. And so, yeah, we have fun. We have 14 minutes left of session number 1. Hopefully you guys are looking down at your project. You're not even looking at me at the screen and you are making some forward progress. Whew, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go through some questions and then I'll kind of share with you kind of what I brought today to dink around on, tinker with. So let me jump in here real quick. Oh, so great to see you all. Thank you so much. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. Hi, Racine. Hi, Julie. Hi, RM. Hi, Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Laura. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Deanne. Hi, Lee. Kim, welcome. Okay, so I got a lot of things to share with you guys, actually. Make sure I get through some questions first because these things get buried really fast. How do I become a member? Of what? So I have 2 different memberships that I offer. The first membership is here on YouTube. And I keep that really just kind of my loyal supporters. Loyal supporters get special emojis that they get to use in my lives. So have fun going crazy. Please use and abuse those emojis whenever I go live. Just kind of like use them to your heart's desire. Have fun with them. You also get a discount on my website for patterns and I believe patterns and merch products. You also get I think those are the two big ones for the loyal supporter. You get a discount on my website, and you also get the cool exclusive emojis to play with. I just posted a brand new membership that I thought would be really fun. I'm feeling it out, seeing how people react to it, what they think of it. The next membership level up, I want to make sure I get the name right. I am calling it, see this, levels right there. The Hooked VIP, if you become a Hooked VIP member here on my YouTube channel, then I'm going to do an exclusive live with you where I am going to be like working and sharing with you what I'm doing actively. At the same time, there's going to be topics that we will cover, and I'll put those in the description section of them. And you have an opportunity to really just kind of chat with me through just this type of live format. It's something very simple like that. I'm also going to let Hooked VIP members, your names will be featured at the end of all my videos. I have seen other people do this. I think it's fascinating. I really love it. So all of those particular members, you'll get massive shout outs. Oh, Racine, I love you so much. Thank you so much for the super sticker, super chat. Oh, I really, really appreciate it. You're amazing. I love you, hun. Okay, so that's here on YouTube. And I've really kind of created those because some people just feel more comfortable being on the platform. They don't want to go elsewhere. However, if you are at all interested, my Crochet Club membership on my website, over there, you get my weekly lives every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's also a Zoom. So I get to see you, I get to hear you, and it really feels like you're in the same room together, which is really cool. We have 10 minutes of session number 1 left to go. And there's 2 Saturdays a month that we have these meetings also at 11 a.m. I have people on the other side of the world who are members, and the time zones, they can't, 7 p.m. is like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. their time. So I am making 2 Saturdays a month earlier in the day, so that way they can participate. It's like 6 p.m. for them, but they can still make it and be a part of it. There are exclusive contests, challenges, games. We play Crochet Bingo. We just did a brand new crochet escape room game that I created. We have a brand new crochet iron crafter competition that I am going to be featuring. When I get more information, I can't wait to share that with everybody. Oh, that's going to be so cool. I'm just really creative with engagement and engaging people over there and having some fun. That's a big deal for me. You also get my patterns for free. My pattern vault, you get we have a crochet book club. Oh man, there's so much over there. Like, honestly, there is an insane amount of stuff over there in the crochet club on my website. If you haven't checked it out yet, there's a free 7-day trial. So like, you can get your toe wet. I do need to hop in there and kind of update things, give it a fresh new look, but I'm also potentially making some big moves over there as well. So yeah, those are my 3 membership options. If you wanted to get even deeper, over in my Crochet Club membership on my website, there is a higher level called my one-on-one level. And those individuals get everything that the regular members get, which is a lot, but they also get one private hour with me every month. And we can literally do whatever that person wants to do for that hour, whether it's make a project together, learn something brand new, hang out. It's their hour, whatever they want to do. And so that is the one-on-one level. We got 7 minutes, 45 seconds left of session number 1. But thank you for asking, Brittany. I really appreciate it. I really try to do whatever I can to give back to you guys. Oh, Barbara, you're so sweet. She says, we're with you wherever you are. I really appreciate that. Oh, good to see you too, Fran. So glad that I was able to make this work. Missed you guys so much. Last 2 weeks, I've missed you so much. Looking for any questions real quick. Want to make sure I dedicate that to you guys. Don't get too far. Brittany says, working on my St. Patrick's Day project entry. When are you sending out for the Iron Crafter? You know already. I've told you already. I still need, like, as soon as this is over, I need to go and check. Brittany, if you haven't yet gone in the Crochet Club and responded to that post that I made, I was seeking out who is actually participating in the St. Patrick's Day crochet contest. If the number is like below 5, I'm going to postpone it and just merge that with the Easter crochet contest, because it doesn't make any sense to hold it if so few people are going to participate. And I really want it to be like a good contest, a fair competition. If only 2 people enter, it's like no fun. It's no fun. And then of course, if I did merge them, there would be like changes in to accommodate the merge. Awesome. Oh, Linda, awesome. You asked a question. Where is your left-handed channel? I did a search and it comes up, and you really rely on it. I am still struggling to get my left-handed channel back. I also have been searching it. I see that it's up. I don't know. I can reach out to YouTube again. Every time I reach out to them, they say I'm not providing them enough information to prove that I am the owner of that account, even though they've given me back my main channel and my behind the scenes channel. I'm like, all 3 of them were connected. Like, I don't understand. So I am still trying to figure out why I am not getting any access to that particular channel. And if I have to, I mean, I can't cancel it because I can't even enter it. I can't even get into it to touch it or do anything. So if I have to, then I will just create something brand new, which sucks, but at least I'll be able to put all the videos on the brand new thing, and it'll give people something to go to. You know what I mean? Because I want you guys to have that. I know a few of you who are my lefties that having a left-handed video just makes it so much easier to comprehend what you're supposed to be doing for the pattern. And so that is the situation with the left-handed channel. It's been quite a journey. It sucks. But it's like, okay, I guess what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And it's a learning experience that I've grown a lot from. We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left of session number 1. Make sure your head is down and you are working away like crazy, trying to make that forward progress with project number 1. So yeah, Linda, to answer your question, I will try again to get that channel back. And if this last try does not work, then I will just create a new one. I'll just create something new. Oh, Fran says I'm working on a mystery crochet along shawl. That sounds fun. Oh, Expression Fiber Arts. I love their patterns. They have beautiful work. I love the content creator. I can't remember her name at the moment, but she just, every time she models something or shows off a pattern, I'm all like, the color she uses, the yarn she uses, I'm just such a fan. All right, Brittany says, member on YouTube. I am a member in the Crochet Club. Can you make some merch with your logo and want to be a member on Michi's too? Aw, I love that. I love the support. Thank you so much, Brittany. So I actually just posted some brand new merch on my website. I had some fun the other day. There have been files that I created on Canva. I've been having a blast with Canva. If you're a content creator and you haven't started playing with Canva yet, you've gotta. There's a free version, and in the free version, you can do a lot. Even if you are not a content creator, there's so many things that you can do on that platform. It's so cool, so cool. And so I tinkered with some like merch ideas, some really cool things I could put on a t-shirt, on, you know, anything merch related. And it's just been sitting there for months. And finally the other day I was like, I just need to like get this onto the merch site and give some people some new things to look at. So if you want to, you can always go to my website. And now if you scroll down on the main page, the front page, if you scroll down, you'll see all the brand new merch that's available. I do have more that I want to create. Like we got 2 minutes left of session number 1, guys. I want to create some merch for my Crocheter Health logo. I love that Crocheter Health logo with the brain that's like made of yarn. Like I was like, that is so cool. So I want to create some merch with that image on it because I think it's amazing. And then I do want to create some more members merch that just makes people feel even more special being a part of everything that's going on. Hi, Heather. I'm glad you're here. It's okay if you're late. I'm so glad that you made it. Heather says, I'm her background today. You're working on homework. Love it. I think that's cool. I'm game. Oh, you're asking how to join. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your help. Yeah, it's not going to be, oh, it doesn't show up on the app? Interesting. Oh, welcome, Lady Crochet. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to my channel. I hope you have a lot of fun and you enjoy my videos and just kind of enjoy hanging out. We got 50 seconds left of session number 1, guys. 50 seconds. Oh, Linda says, thanks. Been waiting for updates on the left channel. Right-handed tutorials tend to make you dizzy. Totally understand. And thanks for your dedication. Girl, that is what, I mean, I can't not. It's where my heart's at, you know? I really, everything that I do, I actually overdo. I overcommit because I just want to serve so much. I want to help people. I want to lift them up. I want to give them what they need. And so it's where my heart's at, you know? It's what brings me joy is when I help people. Oh, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Session number 1 just finished. What I want you to do now, I'm going to put 5 minutes on the transition. Here we go. 5 minutes. Cool. So the transition is so you can find a really good pausing, stopping point in your project. If you got really close to finishing a row, go ahead and finish the row. If you got really close to finding a good spot where you can feel comfortable stopping, then find that comfortable spot stopping. This buffer, it allows you to find a really good place to stop so that way you can then fold your project up. You can place it in its bag, tote, its home, you know, like just keep everything tidy. And it's like this relaxed like transition into your next project. I just don't want any stress. I don't want any anxiety of, oh my gosh, session 1 ended. Throw my project over there, pick up my next one, let's go. All right. Like, no, we can have like this smooth transition to it, you know? It's all about relaxing and just having a good time. And then if you need to get something to drink, get something to drink. Stay hydrated, please, especially as the temperature starts to warm up. And here in Texas, things are definitely warming up. Or use the restroom. You know, that's a good break. Good break. When you're ready, go ahead and pick up your second project. For those of you one project wonders, Fran, mad respect for you, hon. Those of you one project wonder individuals, whenever you're ready to pick your project back up and get going, you don't have to wait for me. You don't. But I just want to make sure everyone that does need that break, you got it. You got it. Okay. Vima's Crochet. I am a new crochet content creator. Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for you on YouTube channel. How do you manage your channel and life? Oh, I love that question. So, if you just started, now is a perfect time for you to establish boundaries. That is something that I didn't. It was something that I had to like make happen and just kind of like work into the process. But be extremely consistent. So decide for yourself, one, what your crochet channel, what do you want your channel strength or philosophy or the point? What's the point of your channel? Are you going to be very vloggy? Are you going to do reviews? Are you going to do tutorials? Are you going to focus on a specific niche like Tony, TL Yarn Crafts? Tony is Tunisian crochet. Bonnie with Bonnie Bay Crochet. She does a lot of Celtic or Celtic, tomato, Celtic crochet stitches, very detailed. Are you gonna have, a niche or not, So decide what information you're gonna provide on the platform. Crochet content creators, I feel, are very divided. You're either for entertainment or you're for education. And I've tried the entertainment, and you might think that I'm like high energy, like bam, like positivity and fun. But if I don't have a point and what I'm talking about, I am like a rambling mess, which is why I really love these Wednesday Whip knockouts, how structured they are. Got 1 minute and 20 seconds left of our transition, because they keep me engaged, they keep a point, and they can reel me in so I don't have too many squirrel tangent moments, which happen frequently. I love the educational part of it. That's my home. That's just where I've tried going into the entertainment, and it's never worked. So I really feel comfortable and I feel authentic when I'm in the educational side. And so I stay over there as much as possible, me personally. That's just me. So yeah, that. Then decide how many times you want to post a week. Once at least. Twice if you can do it comfortably. 2 times is really the money, but at least once, and try to pick a day. And then around that day, decide your calendar. Like, here's my calendar. Here, I'll share it with you guys. You want to know my calendar for the week that I try to stick to? Here, let's let this run down because we got 14, 13, 12. It's almost time for me to transition. So let me do this real quick. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And then session number 2, guys, has just begun. Go ahead and grab your second project if you haven't already. And look down, get to work. Tunnel vision. My content calendar is typically, Monday is my busiest day of the week. By far, hands down. Monday, I am writing my scripts for my videos. I'm planning the video. I'm writing the script for the video. I learned that I personally need to script my videos, because if you go back to like year 1 of my channel, even year 1, 2, even year 3 of my channel, there's no scripts at all, and I repeat myself a lot. I share too much information because I'm trying to be over helpful. I just dragged way too long. My videos are honestly longer than they need to be, and it's because I'm talking too much. And I've learned that if I can script my videos, I can, 1, keep everything more short and concise. 2, I can No, you stay there. Stay. My dog's giving me the look. 2, if I can remember stuff better, like, oh yeah, I want to make sure I talk about this. I want to make sure I talk about this. And it's just kind of like more efficient. It's just more efficient when I script out my videos. Little helpful tip, year 3, year 4, I was memorizing and then getting in front of the camera and trying to speak out my script. And because of that, I was recording shots 5+ times. There were some shots that I recorded like 20 times. And by the end of my recording, my voice would be out, my throat would hurt because I talked so much. It was a lot. I finally got a teleprompter, which I never thought I'd do. Never thought. But now they have those little ones that you can get. And so I write my script, and then I will use the script to either read from, or I will use just kind of points. And it's funny because it reminds me of when I would read books to my kids, and I was always over animated when I was reading to my kids. And so it keeps me in check. It keeps me in check. So I highly recommend that if you choose to do so, but you don't have to. Oh, yeah. So Monday I'm recording. Monday is recording, script writing, extra planning, social media, like figuring out my social media for the week. Tuesday is kind of a rollover to Monday. Tuesday, if I haven't recorded yet, I record. If I have been slacking on my social media, I know that day I can edit social media. Kind of like those 2 days are my high content days. Wednesday, I've got you guys. So I have, like, Wednesdays are my live days. So I've got you guys at 2, and then I've got my crafters gathering live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Texas time. And that's with my Crochet Club membership. Every Wednesday, go live with them in the evening. And then Thursdays are my meeting days that I meet with people. And if I am light on meetings, then I will like fill that with, okay, what do I still need to do for my video for the week? By Friday, everything should be done. By Friday, everything should, like, all I have to do is upload, schedule, make sure I've got the descriptions done, patterns. If I am not done with the pattern yet, get the pattern all polished, get the social media posts scheduled, ready to go. I'm putting stuff on my website. I'm putting stuff on Etsy. I'm putting stuff on Ribbler, all the places to put patterns. I'm making sure that the videos and everything are getting up in my Crochet Club membership, because I try to give them an extra day ahead of time. So I'm uploading there and putting the pattern there. And then by Saturday is launch day. Saturday, my video goes live. I want to be there to respond to comments, to be engaging and active. And then a lot of Saturday and Sunday, I kind of breathe a little bit. Sometimes on Saturday, I also have 2 Saturdays a month. I have a live that I do in my Crochet Club. And then other than that, I can breathe a little bit and I focus on social media, what I'm going to schedule ahead of time, what the next week's video is going to be, like plan that out. What am I even going to do? And if it's a project that I need a demo for, that is something that I'm working on like far in advance throughout, just like making sure I'm working on the demo so that way people have something to look at and they know what they're making. So it's a process. It's definitely a process. Apollo, no, because you're going to come in here, you're going to be all over me, and I just, no. Stay. He's like breathing on the glass of, I have like glass French door things to my office, and he's like breathing on the glass. 14 minutes, guys, of session number 2. 14 minutes. Remember, you want to stick around after session number 2. We're going to stretch together, and then in session number 3, I'm going to announce the giveaway. So yeah, so create consistency, boundaries. What's your theme? Create a schedule, a calendar. It helps you to stay on track. It really does help a lot. And then if you can, pre-front videos, like have at least 2, 3 videos that are scheduled out, so you have a buffer. That is something that I wish I did. When I got started, I just kind of jumped in head first. Like, let's do this thing. Like, all right. I didn't really have any help. I didn't have any mentor. I just kind of like saw Melanie Ham was my inspiration. Those of you who know who Melanie Ham is, I mean, R.I.P. I cried. She was my inspiration, and she made me feel like this was all possible. And so it's because of her I got started. She helped show me the way just by watching her. And I was like, okay, she can do that, I can do that. Let's do this thing. And so I just jumped right in 2 videos a week, and that was a madhouse. That was crazy. I don't even know how I did that. I don't know how I did that. But if I could go back, I'd be like 2-3 weeks prepped ahead of time, scheduled out, so that way you can breathe. Like if you have a week that you're sick, or if you have a week that you're just like, things just aren't working, or you something doesn't go right, and, you know, something happens, something always happens, or maybe you want to just take a break, which content creators should do. We're so conditioned with consistency and always producing content every week. It's really hard to take a break, especially when you love doing what you do, which is me. I love doing what I do so much that I'm working from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed 7 days a week. I don't know what a weekend is. What's a weekend? Like, huh? What are you talking about? I take breaks for my kids. I will actively like step aside. Like, they go to school. I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about them. They come home, they're instantly kind of doing their own thing when they first get home. Or around dinner time, after dinner, I'm like, you guys want to like watch a movie? You want to play a game? Something, just so I can try to stay present. And then like afterwards, I'm back to it. I'm back to working. And so boundaries would be good. And I don't have the buffer. That's why I'm like, buffer. Make that buffer. If I had a buffer, it'd be a lot easier for me to work structured hours and be able to say, okay, 5 o'clock, I'm done, I'm walking away. It's also hard when you work from home because your work is just always staring at you. And you're like, and when you love what you do, it's also hard because you're like, but I want to do that. So it's hard. But yeah, I hope I gave you a lot of things to think about. And if you have anything really specific that you'd like to know, please ask me a very specific question, and I will give you a very specific answer. But I really want to lift up any and all crochet content creators on the platform, because it's not as easy as people think. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and people don't often see that until they're in it. And there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for more people. There's a lot of content that isn't being covered. And so it'd be really cool to fill those holes, you know, and have a more rounded experience. So moving on. Question. Lynn says, what is the best thread weight to use for doilies, and any ideas for best vintage doily patterns? Ooh, good question. Honestly, with doilies, I would use a crochet thread. That's like a size 0. It's specific. Doilies are dominantly dainty and small, and they're extremely detailed. And if you want to go into history mode, crochet, especially with doilies and such, was all made with crochet thread. That's why it's actually called crochet thread. Someone asked once upon a time, they're like, why is there knitting yarn, but there's not, like, it says knitting yarn. Why isn't there like crochet yarn? Like, can I only knit with it? It's like, no, you don't have to only knit with it. It's just once upon a time, crochet was just with, there's like a crochet thread. Crochet was always thread based, and knitting was yarn. And, you know, as time has evolved, you know, projects, things, yarn weights, all have evolved too. So yes, if you're going to do a doily, I would work with crochet thread, because it will make the details of the doily really pop. Also, with it being so thin, it's not bulky, which means you can set things on it and they won't like wobble. It's just like, it's so flat that it's essentially the tabletop or the tops of the surface. So, and there's a ton of colors that you can play with too. Good, he got called away. He's being called away. I'm like, dude, he's a mama's boy. Apollo is my baby. Apollo is my baby, and he always wants to be with me. And whenever there's a door between us, he's like, but why? Why is there this door between us? I don't understand. But yes, there's a lot of colors nowadays too, so have fun with it. Have fun experimenting and playing. We got 7 minutes and 45 seconds left of session number 2. Let me know if you have any questions about crochet threadlin. Oh, Nessa, I'm glad that you popped in. I understand if you can't stick around. Ah, another question from Doxy Diane. Hi, Dan. Says, hi, Tiffany, it's Diane with Crochet Club. Hello. I'm looking at your shirts now. Do I need to do something in checkout to get member discount? You do. There is a special discount code that you can use. Give me a second and I will. Give me a second, wait till after this live to actually check out, and I'll post a comment in the Crochet Club, the chat area. I'll be like, here you go, here it is. So you guys get your exclusive Crochet Club discount. I mean, all my members get some kind of discount. No matter if you're here on YouTube as a loyal supporter, as a hooked VIP, or if you're over in my Crochet Club, being a Crochet Club member, you all get discounts. So give me a second, Diane, and I'll hook you up. Linda says, I am an ongoing Granny Square project, or you have an ongoing Granny Square project using transition time to weave in your ends. Oh, that's very smart, because then it's not a forever tort 100%. I love how you guys are looking at my merch. That's very sweet. Looking at your merch, what does T-Squad mean? Yep, Tiffany Squad. It was an idea from a member, Michelle. If you see this, Michelle, she's a longtime member, such a sweetie when it comes to like support. And she's like, we should have a T-Squad shirt. And I'm like, okay. Like, sure. And it was one of those images that I created a long time ago and just never did anything with. And I'm like, you know what? I need to get this out. So I finally threw it on a t-shirt, and I'm like, yes, it's finally available. It's there. Oh, you guys got in. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes left of session number 2. So Apollo, he got in. So here's my Apollo. He just turned 1 last week, March 4th, with his birthday. He just turned 1. Hello, you saying hi? And then little Barrett, he must have snuck out. Okay, I know you want to be in here. I know, but oh, he's right there. There's little Barrett. Okay, guys, go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. See, doors, and that's where he breathes. He like breathes on the glass. He's like, I don't understand. All right, 4 minutes, guys, 4 minutes. Oh, can't see that. There we go. That's better. Oh, Brittany says, you're both entertainment and education. Have you seen Inside Out? If you oh yeah. Oh, I'm Joy. Oh, you're sweet. I have seen Inside Out, both 1 and 2. And that's really sweet that you'd call me Joy. Yes, she's very bubbly. That's very, very cool. Thank you for that. Stacy's like, darn, I forgot what day it was. I know, I do that all the time too. I'm glad that you made it. Oh, Linda says, agreed. I've watched some that just ramble on too many topics with little to no content. Cannot do it. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. And that was a learning curve. That was a learning curve for me. So it seems to have worked out really well for me. And again, if you need help with that, I have some tips and some ideas if you're curious. Oh, VMS Crochet says, I love educational part only. Thank you so much. Dear, for answering that question. It's really helpful. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to educational part, there's a lot of holes. And also it's really cool to, it's really cool that some content, there's multiple people that have produced it, like how to make a granny square. I think that's been done probably 1,000 times by 1,000 different people, like, but where someone's video might work for someone, it might not work for somebody else. There are videos out there where there's no talking, it's just music, and you're just like watching somebody do it, and maybe they have text on the screen. There's other people that you just are not a fan of the tone of their voice, and there's nothing they can do about that, but you're just like, you're great and all, but I can learn better from this person over here. And so I think that's beautiful too. You can hop in here and you can just do your thing, what you're strongest at, what your strength is. Even if it's been done multiple times before, somebody might actually prefer the way you do it. And a lot of stuff now is outdated. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but especially with my content, I want to go back and I want to like refurbish some older tutorials, because I'm like, geez, I could do that better. Where's Mother Nature? Girl, I keep asking myself that same question. Where is Mother Nature? She's unfortunately last on the list right now. She's amazing. I wanted to do something with her, with the groundhog, wanted to do something with her, and the leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day, and then the bunny for Easter, and I still might, but with the number of things that I have going on, she's just like last on my list. We got 45 seconds left of session number 1. 45 seconds. Christy says, you are so organized and disciplined. I respect that. It's the way to do it for a business owner. I try. I try. I'm not always great at it. And sometimes there's moments where I get off the structured path and I just start winging it because I tunnel vision. I have a hard time with tunnel vision, and I'll just kind of like focus on one thing, and then other things will get like off on the wayside, and then I'm like, I need to get back on my structure because now I'm stressed out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Session number 2 is over. Congratulations. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the transition clock. I put this 2 minutes in there just because I know that some of you are wrapping up. And congratulations to those of you who were working really, really hard up to that last second, working on your project to knock it out. Like, good job. So proud of you. Now is your time to just kind of find a good pausing, stopping spot, put it away. Everybody else, please just stand up. I'm going to go ahead and move this a little bit. It's nice that I'm using my phone because I know where the camera is. Remember that live when I thought that I was talking to my camera, and it turns out I was actually talking to my computer webcam, and so I moved the camera thinking that's what I was talking to, and everybody else was just staring at a chair the whole time. Yeah. Memories. Oh boy, we have a good time over here. And I would be more than happy to share with you everything I got going on right now. Trying really hard to stay structured so I can make it all happen. I think my dog heard you guys talking about your dogs. Oh, he came over to find you. That's so sweet. Oh, I appreciate that, Vima. You say, I have so much to learn and do. I want to be like you, so confident. That's very, very sweet of you. It's honestly just lots and lots of practice, being in front of the camera. You make mistakes, you learn from them. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And you'll get it. Just a lot of just keep doing it. 1, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna hop right into our crochet or stretch session. Please, please join me and don't just watch me because that's weird. Don't just don't just watch me do my stretches. Please just stand up if nothing else. Just stand and maybe just kind of move around a little bit. We just sat for at least 50 minutes, and the rule of thumb is that you should take breaks every 45 to 60 minutes while you're crocheting because you've just been sitting. It's affecting your blood flow, your air circulation. It's causing certain parts of your body's muscles to create aches and pains. It's just not doing good things for you to stay in one solid position for too long. So we're just going to kind of move our bodies so that way we can keep crocheting for much, much longer. All right, today there are certain areas of the body that I try to hit on, and that's because we sit, and when we sit and we're crocheting, we're usually doing this. So we have this like C curve thing happening right here. A lot of pain people get are in their neck, their shoulders, and their lower back, that C curve. So I try to hit those, and then I hit on our forearms, our wrists, our hands, our fingers, anywhere that kind of gets tight, and places we should kind of hit on to show our body some love. Oh, I see. Somebody else sent me a super chat, super sticker. I can't see it yet, but I promise I'm so grateful, and I will make sure I show you lots of love as soon as I see it. All right, so for our today I'm just going to do rolls, a lot of rolls. So neck rolls, go ahead and begin. And again, if any of these stretches that I do are stretches that you can't do because of an injury, a surgery, or just maybe you tweaked something, only do this if you can. If you know you can't, then substitute something else in. The whole idea is just to move. Okay, so let's start with our ear to our right shoulder, and then we're going to roll it to our left shoulder. Roll. Really feel all this. Roll. And then back. Rolling back. Oh, that feels so good. Now let's go back. So going back. Should I be worried if I hear a lot of popping? And then back. Awesome. So I'm going to stick with just that. If you really liked that stretch, feel free to do that as many times as you want. Next, I'm going to do shoulder rolls. Again, the theme is rolls. So we're going to start with our shoulders going forward, then up, and back, and down. I'm going to be more fluid, but that's essentially what we're doing. So forward, up, back, down. There's 2. Let's do 5. Forward, up, back, down. Again with the popping. There's 3. Forward, up, back, down. 4. Barrett, stop staring at me. Forward, up, back, down. There's 5. You know when the dog gives you a look? They're like, what are you doing? Okay, forearm stretches. These are very common for crocheters. So start with your palm facing you. Take your other hand behind your wrist, your other fingers on your palm. Just make it flat like a tabletop, elbow bent. And then as soon as your hand is a flat tabletop, go ahead and extend your elbow. And you should feel all this stretch like right in here. Lots of that. It feels so, so good. I do this a lot. This is one stretch I do the most. Especially if I have been crocheting for a while and feeling a little tight. Hold it for about 10 seconds. And then bend the elbow and release. Let's do the other side. Okay, hand facing us, thumb, fingers flat, bent, and then straighten. Oh, feels so good. 8, 9, 10, and bend and release. No, stay. You're fine. Okay, next we're gonna do wrist rolls. This is another one I just tend to do a lot. So just rolling our wrists. No set number, just kind of like feel it. You're gonna feel a lot right here on the other side of our arm. And then last stretch we're gonna do together are side bends. So I'm gonna move you back so you can see better. Hello. Okay, there we go. Okay, so start right hand on your hip, left, sorry, left and right. Left hand, go over. I'm stretching right now. Thank you, boys. You just kind of feel it along your side. Count to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, that's it. That's all I need you to do. Again, it doesn't have to be strenuous, doesn't have to take very long. It doesn't have to work up a sweat. No, we just need to move our body outside of the position that we have been in for a long time, so that way we can get the blood flowing and make sure that certain muscles are getting out of positions, so that way they don't like create aches and pains. You left the door open. If you're gonna stay in here, be good, otherwise I'm kicking you out. Be good. Oh. Like, he's like, I'm being good. He manages to squeeze. He's like, I'm being good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer. Session number 3, guys. Go ahead and get started while I'm like getting back in my chair and getting everything situated. Hopefully you have your 3rd project or same first project and you are diving right in. Okay, so I'm not gonna share that. I wanna get through a few more things because I feel like I'm way behind. I'm always way behind. Takes me a long time to get through these things. Heather says, some friends are encouraging me to try to sell my crochet in craft fairs. How do you figure out what is good craft for a craft fair? Like, what do you look for to figure out if it'll be a successful one? I mean, that's always the challenge, right? That's never easy, especially when something that's very popular at one event might not do very well at another. It's like just feeling out the crowd. I do notice that I love being a vendor. It's so much fun. I hope you have a blast. I'm really excited for you. Try to do a lot of small things. I'll say that. A lot of small things, a lot of things that you can keep $20 and below and feel like you still made a profit. Don't work for free. Oh, you guys, Monica, mwah, thank you so much. Mwah. I'm so happy you're on YouTube this week. Me too. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Monica. I really, really appreciate that. So yeah, keep things small because you're gonna get a lot of people who don't bring a lot of money to events. They're there really to look. You get a lot of looky-loos, a lot of people that'll come look at the things on your table and they'll be like, oh, I can make that, or I know somebody who can make that. And that's awesome. You go ahead and reply with, that's amazing. I hope that you have fun making it. Or, you know, stay positive because it's the positivity that they will remember. You know, oh, she's awesome. I want to go back to her booth and see what she's got, you know. You know, engage with them in conversation like, oh, what kind of things do you like to make? What have you made recently? You know, like, be extremely friendly. Things that you can make. Small stuffies. Those are great with little kids. They'll run to your table and they'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I want this. And if you keep the price point down, then mom and dad are more inclined to be like, okay. You know, kids usually love the crochet booth. Theme, try to have fun with it. Nothing generic. I wouldn't do generic anything. Do some bookmarks. Those are really fun. When I say themed, like specific colors or characters, you know, give it whatever you have on the table some personality, some pizzazz. This, depending on the time of year, you could do little fidget toys. Those would be brilliant. Really, really smart little fidget toys. Oh gosh. If you guys have any ideas, if you've sold anything that's done really well, please say something in the chat to help Heather out. Trying to think. Scrubbies. Oh, do scrubbies. 100% scrubbies. There were multiple times I would be at an event and people would be seeking crocheted scrubbies. They'd be like, where are they? Where are they? And then they would just like buy like a whole handful, especially if you can keep the price down, right? So I sold my scrubbies. I had like decent sized ones that were like this big, so nothing too small. And mine were like biscuits, a little. They kind of bubbled because I would increase, then do like one row, and then I would decrease on the other side. So it was kind of like this like round shape. So it was not like a flat disc. And I'd make like ones where I think I went to round increase, then 2 single crochet. I think I went to that. Maybe 3 increase, then 3 single crochet, maybe. Whatever you're comfortable with. And I sold those for $2.50. $2.50 each. Okay. Go. Be gone. And if you can go to a fabric store and get the nylon, oh, I can't remember the name of it, that netting that's like used for tutus. If you can get that and use a coupon, you can get your prices really cheap and you can make money. Not like big money, but you'll make a profit. Oh, what else? Just kind of have fun. Keep it small. Keep it small. Don't do blankets. Don't. People love doing blankets. People gravitate towards blankets because they like to make blankets. They just want an excuse to make more blankets. Like, oh, I could sell this. People don't value blankets like we want them to. If you do it, you're not going to get the money for it that you deserve. You won't. It's not a good return on your investment. Depending on the time of year, if you're doing it now when it's hot, keep it like toys and stuff like books, reading. There's a couple other things. Just keep it small. The fidget toys for sure. And the scrubbies 100%. But if you were doing it an event like when it's colder, beanies do incredible. Market bags. That's a good idea too. If you can do some mesh market bags, those are fun. And some great colors, like really have fun with it. Pop. Be loud, be pronounced, like catch people's attention. Have a theme. Like if you want to be neutral, then keep it all neutral and just like bring some green plants in there, like and like bring the vibe, like make people like suck them in a little bit. If you want to do like color, then do like color, but try to really capture people's attention. And those are some ideas. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Stacy says, I have limited access where I am for yarn. Okay, that makes sense. What are your best recommendations for online purchasing? Oh, that's a great question. Thanks for asking, Stacy. We have 12 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm gonna pull these things over real quick. I really like Hirschner's. Type that. I will type that in the chat as soon as I get down there. I don't want to lose your comment. I like Hirschner's, and if you honestly like Googled it, even if you misspelled it, it'll come up with it. They have a bit of everything. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop location, kind of like Annie's Attic, but I like Hirschner's. Great for online shopping. I would just start there because they have Lion Brand, they have Premier, they have their own brand, they have Red Heart, they have it all, really. Bernat or Bernay, however you want to pronounce it. Karen, they have it all. So I would just start there. And they also I can't speak. They also often have like a clearance section, some deals. So then they're well priced. And at least that'll give you a good place to start. I would recommend that. Start there. But I understand limited access to yarn 100%, especially with Joann's going out of business now. That really hurts a lot of people that don't have options. Again, if you have a question, I've got to scan real quick because I'm running out of time. Make sure you start your question with a couple question marks. I'm really like speed scanning now. I'm new at getting back into crochet again. Awesome. I'm so happy that you are. There are so many places to buy yarn. There are. Where is the best places to buy yarn? Probably $1 million question. Oof. That's such a broad question. I could go in a million different directions. Like you said, it's $1 million question, but it's also like so many different directions I could go with that. If you want to purchase in person, if it's important to you, and if you're wanting to make more economical projects, then I would go to, well, now with Joann's being what Joann's is, I would go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart has some options there. Depending on where you live, there's some other craft stores that have yarn in them, like Franklin's. I remember there was a place called Franklin's. There are some places, but it's getting like smaller and smaller in your options. Though Hobby Lobby has some awesome yarn, and Michael's has some great yarn too, just not as many options. And the thing with Michael's is that they do a lot of limited special edition yarns. So you have to be very careful with what you purchase because you're running a risk on, will that still be available in like next month? If you are wanting more high-end, then there's a lot of different online or specialty yarn shops you can go to. And some of these specialty yarn shops will also have some great yarns that you can use that are bulky or thin. And color base is just incredible. The texture base is incredible. So you're getting a lot more experience by going to a local yarn shop. If you want to go online, like I mentioned, there's Hirschners.com, there's Lionbrand.com, PremierYarns.com. There is some other places that's really tricky because they don't sell online. Like I don't know if Universal Yarns sells online or not, but give them a check. They're really good yarn. They have really good yarn, really great colors. I know Cascade Yarn does not sell online. They only sell exclusively through local yarn shops. Knitting Fever, same with Noro yarn, and so many gorgeous yarns, but they only sell exclusively through local yarn shops. So, I mean, I hope I gave you some options. There's just a lot. There's a lot. Honestly, you can look at Amazon, but be very careful. Amazon has some hit or miss prices. There's a lot of yarn on Amazon where you can buy it in bulk, which is fantastic. I've seen some yarn on Amazon that was like, okay, that price is, I can do that. That's totally fine, makes sense, it's not crazy. But I've also seen some yarn prices on Amazon where it's like, they're crazy. Like, that's nuts. So be careful if you go on Amazon. Diane says, gonna get a tee and the sweatshirt. Do you know if they tend to run small? Can they be exchanged if not right size? Great question. They're true to size. Everything is true to size. They don't run small. And if you are, I would recommend going up a size just in case, because if you wash it and it shrinks, like just for encasers, I'd go up a size just to be safe. And if you are like just super unhappy, if it's just too big for you, then we can talk. Just kind of reach out to me. You guys are awesome with the t-shirts. That's so fun. Okay, before I get too far in, we've got 7 minutes left of session number 1, the giveaway that I want to do with you guys. Finally! So I want to give away these 2. Oh, I love these. I made these a long time ago. I did a video on how to make a faux fur pom-pom to put on your beanie, and I used these little buttons, and the idea is that you make your beanie and the center of the top you make small, but just wide enough where you can put the button, you can slip the button in there, and then it stays on. You can remove it, so that way you can wash the beanie, and the faux fur pom-pom stays cute. So I got these two that are going to a lucky winner. And my yarn, Ecolux Gemstone, the bamboo Sorona yarn. This is my yarn. This is an Ivory Whisper. It's a size 3 weight yarn, 245 yards. It's got a little bit of a shimmer because the shimmer is bamboo and the non-shimmer is the Sorona, which is a little bit of the stretchy. 100% plant-based. So excited to give that away. So the winner will get these, all this. Look at this. So this one yarn is enough to make a beanie. I did actually make a beanie in a tutorial on here, but you can make it whatever beanie you want. So enough to make a beanie with some fun accessories. Do not put anything in the chat. If you put anything in the chat, it's basically gonna be worthless, because I will only be able to pull from the comment section after this live ends. So after this live is over, come back to the replay and leave a comment in the comment section, because I can use the random comment picker to pick a comment, but it does not enter into the chat at all. So don't put anything in the chat, okay? Let's go ahead and go with the word, the fancy word. I'm gonna do one that's different than last time because it doesn't make sense anymore for that. Let's do spring break. My kids are on spring break right now. I'm enjoying it. My kids are easy. I love my kids. They're amazing. They're so much fun, and I'm just so blessed. I love my kids. Let's let the word be spring break, and it's 2 words, not one, like 2 words. Spring break. And don't worry about capitalizations. It doesn't matter. Capitalizations, it's not a big deal. So just 2 words, spring break. So come back after this live's over, enter that into the comment. Then next week, when we meet up again during session number 3, I will announce the winner. And because so few of you actually enter, the odds of winning are really high. So more and more people are finding these Wednesday Whip knockouts, and we're growing slowly, which is awesome, because I really want to add value wherever I can, right? I'm hoping that these are doing great for people. But right now, while we're still young, your odds of winning are way high. So please do that. Again, don't put anything in chat now. Is it possible to even crochet without your fur babies by your side? I can't. Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, no. I actually just made a video last night, which is really funny, because it's a time-lapse video of me crocheting. It's going to be one of my Volari ads. I'm probably going to release later in the week or next week. But I'm using the Volari pillow because I often do. Honestly, it really does help me. I really do have a better experience. It's true. I'm using it time-lapsing while I'm working on my temperature blanket, which is right here. And Apollo is insisting on loves and cuddles and stuff. So there's a moment in the video where you're seeing me crocheting sideways like this because he wedged his head underneath the pillow. And I'm just like, okay, like, here we go, just making it work. It's super funny. I hope that you see that video and that now you have some context behind it. Amanda, hello, says, I've been thinking about making stuff to sell, but I never know if I'm charging too much or not enough. How do you know if I charge too much or not enough? That's another $1 million question. How do you enter the giveaway? Kelly, I hope that helps answer. I hope I answered that already for you. So while I'm answering your question, Amanda, here's my temperature blanket where I'm at right now. So when it comes to pricing, a lot of it is up to you. So many people do it nowadays that, I mean, it'd be great if there was a universal way, so that way customers wouldn't be super confused about like, but why is theirs so much cheaper than yours? It's because they did it they're selling their item not caring how much they made because they just enjoyed the hobby, and you're trying to actually make a business. You know, it really kind of skews things. Here's the rule of thumb when it comes to charging, okay? How much did it cost for you to acquire the materials to make the thing? Always keep in your mind that if you run out, or if somebody, if you sell out and then somebody's like, oh, well, I really wanted that. And so now you're like, okay, well, if you're going to pay for it, I will go get the materials and I'll make you one. Well, make sure that the amount that they pay for it is worth it for you to now go buy more materials. Wow, seriously? Are you good? Okay. Jeez. Make sure it's worth it, okay? So, bare minimum, not even, get the cost of the materials down, okay? And then also take into consideration, like, so hard, your time that it took you to make. Now, this part of selling crochet is the annoying part. I admit, it's no fun. But if you can document, if you can record how long it took you exactly to make that thing, it will open your eyes. I would underestimate. I'd be like, oh, that thing probably took me an hour and a half, or oh, that thing, it probably took me 2 hours. And then when I recorded myself, it took me twice that to actually make the thing. And I was like, oh, I was way shorting myself. All right, session number 3 is over, guys. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm not gonna end this, but for those of you who came just for the replay, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end, finishing session number 3 with me. I really appreciate it. You guys have lots of things you can do in your day, a lot of different ways that you can spend your time, and the fact that you spent it with me is an honor and a blessing, and I just can't thank you enough. Please make sure that you circle your calendar, and that I can see you next week, next Wednesday, for another Wednesday Whip Knockout, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope to see you there. All right, and continuing with your question, Amanda, so time or cost of materials, cost of your time. If you can, try to at least charge minimum wage. I know that sounds weird, but it gives people a number, right? So you are spending your time away from your family, your time away from making other things, your time from self-care, your home. Like, you are taking the time to make this something that you could have been spending that time doing something else. So that time is valuable, and at least give yourself minimum wage. Start there, okay? Let's begin there. So now you have the 2 things. You've recorded how long it took you to make the item. You've documented how much each material thing that it took to make the thing costs. That's the base number. I will sometimes take that number and add 10% to account for maybe the driving to get stuff, or the unaccounted for little item that I don't need to replace all the time, like your crochet hook or your yarn needle. Like, you don't need to replace that every time. But what about that one time when you do need to replace it? You know, so that 10% is kind of like the buffer of any and all things that you didn't cover, okay? And then that is your wholesale. That is your minimum price. And that is a price that you can stick to your guns on because you have a reason. So if somebody tells you, gosh, that costs too much, then you have an answer. Be like, well, actually, and this is just if you sold your item at wholesale. You'd be like, well, actually, the materials cost this much, and it took me this long to make, and I'm only charging myself minimum wage to make that. And like, that's a big defense, you know, like, no, it's worth at least that, right? Now, also take into consideration your quality. If you're newer and your quality is not great, know that's going to affect your sales. Please keep practicing to tighten everything up, making your items look as professional as possible. There's a lot of psychology that goes into selling your craft, so keep that in mind as well. If you keep in mind where you're selling, where the event is. If it's think of the people that are going to be there. If it's somebody if this is a big event that's kind of like a festival, are people coming with lots of money in their pockets with intention to spend it on things like your booth? Probably not. Like if they do, that's awesome, but no, that's not exactly their objective of going. They're going to looky-loo, they're going to just have a good time. If you go to a farmer's market, people kind of are half looky-loo, half they're there with intention of buying something. Like, yeah, I'll bring some money. The money is in the holiday festivals. I knew people when I was doing this hardcore, I knew people that would literally build up their inventory all year long, make as much as they could. And then they would hit those holiday bazaars, the craft bazaars, the Christmas shows, those specific holiday fairs that start in December and start in October and end in December. The ones in November, December are the best. October is kind of like the beginning. People are like still, November and December are the best. If you hit those hard and just get into a bunch of shows, those 2 months, people go to those shows with intentions of buying things. People go to those shows, whether it's supporting their kid because it's a high school, those are the best for me, the high school ones. The high school crochet or the high school Christmas fundraiser shows, whatever. Those are the best because parents, grandparents, they're all coming to support their kid. Their kid wants to show off their school, be like, come to my school, come look at things. You got all the little kids who are looking at your items. All the little kids are told like, okay, you got $10 to go buy something for so-and-so. You got $20 to go buy something for so-and-so. So they come with intentions to spend money. So if you're gonna sell ever, that would be my biggest recommendation, would be to stock up on inventory. Work your butt off building, growing, and hitting those holiday craft fairs, making quality products, taking into consideration the colors, the themes, making sure they can hit those spots on people where they're like, they can connect your thing with something else that they really enjoy. If you do generic stuff, you're really gonna, that's risky. If you just make a random beanie, you might just be wasting your time. Make a beanie with cat ears. Make a beanie with like the dinosaur scales along the top, like make it fun. People eat those up. My bestsellers were that time of year were beanies, like the owl beanie, the unicorn beanie, the aviator beanie, like those themed beanies. I couldn't keep them in stock. Could not keep them in stock. So focus. If you really want to do this time of year, you can, people do, but know your market. Know your market. Know the economical status of the people going. Are they people that make a little bit more money? Are they people that are lower economically, and any kind of splurge, needs to be like really low on the dollar, like how much you're going to charge for your items. So, and then when it comes to pricing your items, feel out the market, like maybe, again, depending on where the market is, the theme of the time of year and everything, you might be able to get away with pricing your item a little bit higher, maybe adding $5 on top of your wholesale. You can't really do percentage. You can't, it's too hard, and you gotta go per item, like what's a hotter seller, what's not. Feel people out. If they want it, but they're like, be willing to negotiate. But don't be firm with your wholesale number. And then, but don't be crazy and don't think that you can ask for this really high number, jumping right in, because you might just turn people off immediately, So you could also do some market research, go on Etsy, see what other people are selling it for, so you have an idea of what you could possibly get it for. So lots of, again, psychology, marketing, business things. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay, guys, I am out of time. Oh, there you are. Christy, That was you. Mwah. Thank you so much. I know I'm way at the end. I missed so many things. Wow, I'm way at the end. Or I had so much. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the chat because I love going through the chat. If I had a question in there that I'm missing today, I'm going to write it down and I will address it first thing when I meet up with you Wednesday next week. That way you get your answer, and I make sure I give you that time. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Those of you in my crochet club, I'll see you tonight. Everybody else, I hope you enjoy my video that's releasing this weekend, and I'll see you next week. Mwah! Take care. Bye, everybody.